Yes, sir. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jay Easy, aka Fresh from the Barbershop, BKA the People's Champ, coming to you live with another episode of 5 Easy Minutes, man. So you know I don't got much time. I got to get out of here and get to work. So we got our 5 minutes on the clock, and let's go. First off, y'all gonna notice that got a new camera, got a new HD camera. I don't really know how this is going to translate or come across, but yo, I got this little joint right here that I just can't get out of the way. But that's all beside the point. Y'all know we're here to talk about today, we're here to talk about the Miami Heat and just inability to get it done, man. I mean, they remind me so much of the Cleveland Cavaliers from about 3 years ago. Was it 2 years ago when they played against the Orlando Magic in the Eastern Conference Finals, and they just couldn't get it together, man. It's like they had 3 games where they had 20-point leads, and they just blew all 3 of them because of their inability to execute in crunch time and their inability to. I blame that. I mean, it was their inability to execute in crunch time, no doubt. But it's because LeBron was shooting too many jumpers. They were taking the shots on the perimeter, and there was just no big man inside presence to get you that guaranteed bucket when either times get tough, or when you just got to get at the end of the game. Charles Barkley said it best. A team that relies on jumpers is never going to really go far because jumpers don't fall in the playoffs. Now, they do sometimes. I mean, the exception to the rule seems to be the Orlando Magic. I don't know why. I don't know how. But the exception to the rule, jumpers don't fall in the playoffs, it seems to be the Orlando Magic. And even then, that luck ended when they went and played the Lakers. I mean, last night, the Orlando Magic hit 16 threes. 16 three-pointers, and that helped bring them back. Jameer Nelson, yeah, he has a pretty good game. He goes some wet bananas. But just 16 threes overall, you're not going to win many games if you're giving up those type of points, man. It's just not going to happen. I don't see how you can do it. But it is what it is. I say that we'll just see, man. I think if they don't get somebody that can actually score inside, Chris Bosh is not that guy that's going to score inside for you. He's a semi-perimeter player. He's not like Tim Duncan, where Tim Duncan will take you above the block and on the block and from the free throw line. He's not that guy. He's never been that guy since he's been at Georgia Tech. He never really played played in the post. So I don't know if they're going to find somebody to do that, if they're going to end up trading Bosh or do. I don't know what they're going to do. I'm not trying to start any trade rumors. All I'm trying to say is Bosh doesn't seem to be that guy, and I don't even know if the Dwayne Wade and LeBron coexisting is working. Now, yeah, granted, this is the first year of it, and yes, they may come back, and maybe 2 or 3 years from now we'll be saying, damn, those guys really ran off 3 championships. But right now, it's not looking good. It's really looking almost similar to LeBron when he was in Cleveland, man. I just don't. It's really hard for me to put it any other way. So it is what it is, man. Like, they beat up on the bad competition. They're 29-3 against the bad competition, and they're right at 500 against good competition, teams with records over 500. So right here, I'm gonna show you the teams that they playing that they got up next, man. They have who's up next is you got the San Antonio Spurs, you got Chicago. That's gonna be a tough one. You have Portland, the LA Lakers, Memphis, they'll beat Memphis, I'll say. Then they have San Antonio again. Then you got OKC, and then you have at the Atlanta Hawks. Now I'll go ahead right now and concede the Hawks in Memphis right now, and you're gonna play San Antonio 2 times in 5 days. So I'll give you San Antonio. I'll give you one of those games at San Antonio. So the best they're gonna come out of this stretch, in my opinion, is 3 and 5 in this next 8-game stretch. What's it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8-game stretch. I'm saying they're gonna come out of this 3 and 5. I don't see any other way for them to come out of it. All of these teams play good defense. San Antonio plays good defense. Chicago plays extraordinary defense. Portland is a good defensive team, but they have weapons also. And that's what I said has been their Achilles heel all season. They just don't seem to be able to stop a team that has another score. That has more than one score. So LaMarcus Aldridge is going to make it really difficult for them. You got Memphis. Like I said, I give them Memphis. San Antonio again, I give them San Antonio when they play them the second time, or maybe even the first time, because you just get familiar. Familiarity breeds contempt. Not going to beat OKC. I don't see it. And I'll give them Atlanta. And then they have Denver right after that. So I'll give them Denver after that. But I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about this 8-game stretch. It just seems that that, like I said, when you can shoot jumpers, when you can shoot threes, you're never really out of a game, and that's what happened last night in Orlando. But Dwight Howard's inside presence is what is able to keep them in games that they should get blown out of. He can give you enough offense and enough guaranteed baskets. We out of time for right now, but he can give you enough offense and enough guaranteed baskets so that you can stay within striking distance. And I know 26 points isn't really considered striking distance, but when you can shoot threes like the Orlando Magic, man, you got to put them guys out of the gym. You got to put them to bed early. You got to say, break out the damn China. Put the kids to bed and break out the China because we going to ride tonight. You got to get them boys up out of there, man. But they didn't do that last night, and they learned the hard way. And I know LeBron is probably thinking, damn, it's just like Cleveland all over again. And you should be. If you play a game that forces you to look at yourself, then that's good because maybe they'll look at this and this will be a humbling experience and they'll come together and they will do something. But I just don't see them coming out of this next this next stretch of games any more than them 3 and 5. So we'll see. Until next time, it's your boy Jay Easy, aka Fresh from the Barbershop, BKA the People's Champ. Holla!